Welcome again in English literature class, my dear student of class 12. Now open line number 160, the speech of Ariel of Act 4, Scene 1. Ariel says here, I told you, sir, they were red hot with drinking, so full of valor that they smote the air for breathing in their faces. Ariel says, I told you, my master. Their faces were flushed with drinking. Their faces were flushed with drinking. They became so brave, so full of valor. Valor means brave. They became so brave that they aimed their blows in the air. That they aimed their blows in the air that blew in their faces. Their blows in the air that blew in their faces. Beat the ground for kissing of their feet, yet always bending toward their project. They stamped the ground. They stamped the ground for daring to kiss their feet. Yet they were determined to pursue their plot to kill you. Yet they were determined to pursue their plot to kill you. Then I beat my tabor, at which, like unbacked colts, they pricked their ears, advanced their eyelids, lifted up their noses as they smelt music. He says, yet they were determined to pursue their plot to kill you. So I beat my drum, tabor, a musical instrument. And then, so I beat my tabor, my drum, and then like untrained horses, wild horses, they pricked their ears. They pricked their ears, lifted their eyes, and raised their noses as they heard my music. I charmed their ears that calf like they my loin followed through tooth briars, sharp furges, pricking gauze and thorns, which entered their frail shins. At last I left them in the filthy mantled pool beyond your cell. They are dancing up to the chins. After, as they heard my music, after I cast a spell on their ears. I cast a spell on their ears so that, like a calf, they followed me through thorny briars, shrubs, sharp furze bushes, evergreen shrubs, prickly shrubs, and thorns, which pierced their legs. Finally, I left them to the dirt-covered pool Finally, I left them to the dirt-covered pool beyond your cell, where they were in their dirt-covered pool with the dirty water up to their chins. They were in the dirt-covered pool with the dirty water up to their chins here. Prospero says, "This was well done. Good, my bird." Bird is for Ariel. "This was well done, my bird. Thy shape invisible retain thou still. The trumpery in my house, go bring it hither for still to catch these thieves." Prospero says, "Well done, Ariel, my spirit. Do not go away. Remain invisible. Go and bring those flashy garments from my house to set as a decoy for catching those thieves." Decoy means garment to lure something to danger. Decoy. Garment to lure, to attract something to danger. So he says, he gives order to Ariel, "Go and bring those fleshy garments from my house to set as a decoy for catching those thieves." Those thieves means the three sinners. Ariel says, I go. Prospero, and after that, exit. He goes from there. Prospero says, "A devil, a born devil." Very important extract. "A devil, a born devil, on whose nurture can never stick, on whom my pains humanly taken, all lost, quite lost. And as with age of his body uglier grows, so his mind cankers. I will plague them all, even to roaring." Prospero indicates here to Caliban. He says, Caliban is a devil. Caliban is a devil, a born devil. By birth he is devil. On such creatures, education makes no impact. Though I educated him as much as I could, but in vain, futile. There was no impact of education on him. All my troubles with noble motives taken on his behalf have been wasted. All my trouble, all my pains that I have taken to educate him with noble motives taken on his behalf have been wasted. As his body becomes more ugly with age, as he grew, he became uglier and uglier. As his body becomes more ugly with age, so his mind grows more foul. His mind grows more foul. I will torment them till they roar. They means here all the three sinners. Re-enter Ariel laden with glistening apparel, etc. Re-enter Ariel here carrying glittering cloth, shining cloth. Come, hang them on this line. Come, hang them on this lime tree. Prospero and Ariel remain invisible. Enter Caliban, Stefano and Trinculo, all wet. Caliban says, "Pray you, tread softly, that the blind mole may not hear a footfall We now are near his cell. Caliban is the master here. He is the torch bearer, you can say. He is the torch bearer. He shows the way how the plot be executed. So he says, kindly walk quietly. Kindly, please. Kindly walk quietly so that the mole like old man, for Prospero, mole like old man in his cell may not hear the sound of your footsteps. May not hear the sound of your footsteps. We are near his cell. So tread softly, walk softly. Stefano says, Monster, your fairy, which you say is a harmless fairy, has done little better than played the jack with us. Do you hear, Monster? If I should take a displeasure against you, look you. Stefano says, Monster. He always says monster to Caliban. Monster, your fairy, who you say is harmless, has behaved like a rogue towards us. They have done very bad with us. Your fairy, your spirits, to whom you say that they are harmless, but they have behaved like a rogue towards us. Do you hear, Master? If I be angry with you, beware. Beware if I am angry with you. Trinculo says, thou wert but a lost master. Then you would be a lost master. Then, if he will be angry, then you will be lost, your master. Caliban says, good my lord, give me thy favor still. Be patient, for the prize I will bring thee to shall hoodwink this mischance. Therefore speak softly, all's hushed as midnight yet. Caliban says, my good lord, be favorable to me. Be favorable to me. Be patient. Show your patience. For what you are going to win will compensate for this trouble. The pain from which you are suffering, for what you are going to win will compensate for this trouble. You will forget this trouble when you will win. So speak softly, all is silent as at midnight. All is silent as at midnight. You have to speak softly. Think that this is midnight. Trinculo says, but to lose our bottles in the pool. Yet, yes, but we have lost our bottles in the pool, where Ariel donned them up to the chin, where there they have forgotten their bottles. Trinculo reminds them. Stefano says, there is not only disgrace and dishonor in that monster, but an infinite loss. There is disgrace, dishonor, as well as dishonor in that monster. Besides, it is a great loss. We have suffered disgrace as well as great loss in the shape of bottle. Trinculo says, there is more to me than my waiting, yet this is your harmless fairy monster. Trinculo says, and that matters more to me than getting wet. Yet you say that this is a harmless fairy monster. Stefano says, I will fetch off my bottle, though I be over years for my labor. Stefano, a great drunkard person, he says, I will get back my bottle, though it means I would have to get submerged in the dirty water. Though I would get submerged in the dirty water, but still I will go to fetch, to bring the bottle. Caliban says, Prithee, my king, be quiet. Sayest thou here, this is the mouth over the cell, no noise, and enter. Do that good mischief which may make this island thine own forever, and I, thy Caliban, for thy foot liquor. Caliban says, I request my master to be quiet. Please keep quiet. Look, sir, here is the entrance to the cell. Entrance. Here is the entrance to the cell. Make no noise and enter. Without making a noise, enter here in the cell. As this is the mouth of the cell. Then carry out the plan which would make this island yours forever. Carry out the plan to kill Prospero. Then carry out the plan which would make this island yours forever, and make me your Caliban, forever your slave. Foot liquor means slave here, and I Caliban, will be your slave forever. Stefano says, Give me thy hand, I do begin to have bloody thoughts. Stefano says, Give me your hand, now I begin to have ferocious thoughts, dreadful thoughts. I have ferocious thoughts. Trinculo says, O King Stefano, O Pierre, O worthy Stefano, look what a wardrobe here is for thee. Trinculo says, O King Stefano, O my lord, O worthy Stefano, look here, what a lot of fine cloths are here for you. Fine cloths are here for you. Caliban says, Let it alone, thou fool, it is but trash. Caliban says, Let them be there, fool. Let them be there. Don't touch them. They are nothing but useless. They are rubbish. They are of no use for you. Trinculo says, Oh, master, we know what belongs to a frippery, O King Stefano. Trinculo says, Well, master, we know that they belong to an old cloth shop. Frippery. Oh, from an old cloth shop. We know that they belong to an old cloth shop. O King Stefano. Stefano says, Put off that gown. Trinculo, by this hand I will have that gown. Stefano says, Remove that gown. Remove that gown and give it to me, Trinculo. By this hand of mine, I swear that I will have it. I will have it. That gown, I will have it. Trinculo says, Thy grace shall have it. Your Majesty will have it. Caliban says, The dropsy drown this fool. What do you mean to dote thus on such luggage? Let's along and do the murder first. If he awake from toe to crown, he will fill our skins with pinches, make us strange stuff. Caliban says, May this fool suffer from dropsy. Dropsy, a disease which causes swelling of soft tissues of the body. Dropsy, a type of disease which causes swelling of soft tissues of the body. May this fool suffer from drops. He curses him. Caliban curses Trinculo. Why are you so fond of this rubbish? Why do you like this? Why are you so fond of this rubbish? Let us go and commit the murder first. It is our aim. It is our motto. Let us go and commit the murder first. If he wakes up, means Prospero. If he wakes up, he would make us suffer with pain from head to foot. He will give us pain. He will torment us from head to toe, head to foot, and make us do something queer, strange. He will make our condition something strange, something queer. And what happens after that, you will see in my, you will study in my next video. Thank you so much, students.